Today I want to talk to you about dogs and why everyone should have one. I'm going to do this by exploring three major reasons why some people do not get a dog, and then I'm going to refute those reasons. I think it's important that while all of these have some degree of truth to them, the companionship that we find with a dog is truly one of a kind, and it cannot be found with any other human being. As dog expert, and as many of you know him as the dog whisperer, Cesar Millan says, dogs are not selfish. They are only concerned about what they can do for us. Reason number one, dogs are too much work. This is a completely valid argument. My parents are up at 6:30 every morning to walk my dog because that's just the cycle he's on, and you can't deviate from a dog's cycle. But it's through this effort that we gain a sense of empathy, being sensitive to their needs by picking up on emotional, vocal, and physical cues. Dogs are innately able to do this. In a case study performed in the UK, 18 diverse dogs were placed in a room one by one and confronted with three different scenarios. The first was two people having a neutral conversation. The second was a person humming in a high-pitched sound to distract the dog. And the third was a person crying or simulating crying. Almost categorically, 17 out of the 18 dogs attended to the person who was in emotional distress. These results prove that dogs are sensitive to human emotions. And by spending time with the dog, you will learn to become sensitive to their needs, and you can also carry this into your interaction with other humans, which is something I believe we all could use improvement on. Reason number two, dogs are not safe around small kids. On the contrary, dogs are actually proven to have great health benefits for young kids through the early parts of their life. A study in Finland proved, in a hospital in Finland, by Dr. Elijah Bergroth, proved that pet dander has microbes that train immune systems to fight against allergens and other kinds of bacteria. As some of you may have heard, it is not necessarily the healthiest for a baby's immune system to be over-sanitized when they're little, because the first time that they get a cold or a flu, they actually become even more sick because their immune systems are weak. So this pet dander actually forces them to toughen up a little bit. On a different point, Cesar Millan explains that there are benefits for kids to being exposed to watching their dogs being trained. He says, and I quote, "Children like dogs are better off when they are rewarded for good work." He supports the use of an allowance system after good work is achieved, similar to how dogs are given treats for good behavior. And he also thinks that kids should be exposed to dogs before the age of 5, so it becomes ingrained in their personality early on. Reason number 3, dogs create stress. While it's undeniable that they're going to drive us absolutely insane sometimes, studies have proven that the mere act of petting a dog actually releases a hormone known as oxytocin. In an article published in USA Today, Steve Dale describes oxytocin as a cuddle hormone, which reduces blood pressure and stress. It's actually interesting because doctors are now comparing the levels of oxytocin that are produced after a mother gives birth to a newborn baby to levels of oxytocin when petting a dog, which is indicative of our relationship and the magnitude of our relationship with our dogs. Expanding on that point, in the survey I conducted with the class, out of 18 of you, 15 considered your pets a member of your family, and 13 of you said that you were happier when you were around your dog or your pet as opposed to when you were not. So therefore, we have biological and statistical data that proves that dogs, in fact, make us happier. In conclusion, the greatest gift that dogs give to us is the gift of unconditional love. Regardless of how their owner treats them, dogs will always remain by their side no matter what. And this is why that they have been given the title of man's best friend. It didn't come for no reason. And I feel truly sorry for those not willing to buy a dog because of fear of commitment, because the experience is truly unique to anything that a human is capable of bringing to us. I want to end with a quote by Charles Schulz, the creator of Charlie Brown and Snoopy. All of his life he tried to be a good person, but many times he failed, for he was only human.